Yo, what's up? Here's how I made some shots for my short film, The Nightwalker. First, I made the costume with a technique called foam smithing. I usually draft it all out in paper first, and then I cut it out, and then I transfer it onto foam, glue it together, paint it, and then I distress it to look like metal. Then I do some detailing that nobody is going to see except for me. I burn the cape, and then I make a sword out of plywood, which takes forever. And then I am good to go. I am ready to film. First, I make my 3D backgrounds in Blender. It is better to make the backgrounds first because you have to match the perspective of the camera to the shot. So if you have your background, you know what you're going to be reacting to and where the camera is going to be, and it's going to make the whole thing a lot better. So here is my background. Now I am ready to film. Pretty much I put myself in front of the green screen. Shout out to my friend Jack Miles, the camera op. And I just try to match the perspective of the 3D background to the green screen shot the best that I can. So if the camera's high, you put the camera high. If the camera's low, put the camera low. And then I just try to act out whatever is going to be there. The more planning you put into your shot, the better it's going to look because you are going to know what you are going to be reacting to versus just winging it. So I knew that there was going to be a monster in this window, and I knew I was going to be crouching down in this corner. So I look into the window, I hide, and I just react to whatever is going to be there, and I get really into the performances. I do my whole green screen round trip. I bring it into Resolve, I color grade it, and then I always like to color select the green background and boost the saturation up so that it makes it a little bit easier to key in After Effects. Once I do this, I bring it into After Effects, I mask him out, I key out the green, and then this is a last secret step that makes a huge world of difference. The darkest part of your footage needs to match the darkest part of your CG environment. So your blacks need to match and your saturation needs to match. If the darkest part of your footage looks like this and the blackest part of your environment looks like this, it's not going to comp well and it's not going to look right. So I always bring in a background plate and just drop it in and then look at the black levels, do a quick color grade on them to match it, and then that does most of the compositing for me. Then I render it out as a transparent background and I bring it into Blender. I drop them in as a plane. I make some animated monsters. I drop them in as planes. I adjust my shot. I render it out. I bring it into After Effects, add some effects. Then I bring it back into Resolve. I color grade it. I add film grain. I do sound design. And then I render it out and it all looks like this.
And if you will perish, my destiny.
Yeah, pretty cool. I am not going to beat the dead horse on the whole AI art discussion, but I do want to say the amount of fun I have making these projects and the time I put into them, it really just brings me a lot of spiritual joy, and I think when you use AI, it robs you of a lot of that. So even if AI can do it quicker and sometimes even better, I'm still going to do it this way simply because I enjoy the process. I enjoy hanging out with my friends and making cool shit. So if you have an interest in making art, you should not be discouraged by these new computers that are coming out. They are not going anywhere, and neither are we. So you should just have fun with it and have a good time and go for it, because that's what it's really all about. The end product is just a fun extra cherry on top, but the real joy of making art is the joy of actually making the art. So don't let it discourage you, don't let it rob you, and if you have a cool idea, you should just start working on it and go crazy. It is a very fun time, and who knows, it might make it into a festival or end up somewhere cool. See you soon.